you're obviously a global artist and your partner is a world-renowned footballer, but at home you must be Shakira the mum and Gerard must be he's the dad. What's kind of Shakira the mum like?
Well, I am a little bit of a tiger mom. Speaking of which, I like to teach him. I have like a little teacher inside of me. I really love. I enjoy reading to my kids, and they like learning too. It's a good relationship because Milan at least is very eager to learn. He loves letters. He loves numbers. And I think every kid does. If you present it to them as a game, if you present it with joy and they feel that the time that they're learning, they're also sharing with their parents, and because they feel important and they feel valued because you're dedicating all that time to them. So I'm pretty devoted to them, their education. Like I say, I also rely on research and a lot of research. I like to find out what are the best ways of stimulating my children and also dealing with whatever difficulties and obstacles I might encounter in the process of being a mother every day. And I also like to give him lots of love, and I'm very touchy and hug him and kiss him to death. Very intense. Let's put it that way. I think they're gonna leave my house when they're 18 for sure. They're like, bye, mom.
Or they may never
I'm out of
leave.
here.
They may know they're onto a good thing and not leave. We saw a lovely video of you with Sasha kicking a ball. So will you teach both of them to dance at all?
To what?
To dance.
To dance. Well, they see me dance, they see me sing, I do it, I goof around the house and they enjoy it, but they're very much into football. So far, I don't think I have dancers in my house yet, but you never know. It's too early to tell. They're constantly changing. Right now, Milan is obsessed with football. You have no idea. It's like the biggest Barca fan there is on the planet. He sleeps with the Barca jersey on, and he sleeps with the ball, sometimes with a soccer ball. He doesn't miss one match. He knows every single team there is in the world, including England's. Like, he knows about Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. He wears the t-shirts of all the teams sometimes because he likes to play around. So far, he's just into football very much. So
we've obviously heard a lot today about mums saying happiness is the most important personality trait for their children. But how can we as parents teach our children to be happy?
Well, it's something I'm learning as I go because I'm new at this, relatively new as a mom. But I can tell you it's the most difficult job I've ever had. I also want the happiness for my kids. I also want them to be responsible, and I want them to be socially conscious, and I want so many things for them. But happiness is without a doubt my number one priority. I think the mother of happiness is love. It really is. So that's the question I ask myself every morning when I wake up. Am I making my kids feel loved? And I'm sure everything I do for them, I do out of love, but not always it comes across that way for the little minds, I want to make it clear. I want them to count on that love to make their minds really strong and healthy, and to help them develop with this sense of confidence and security. Love is the most important thing, of course.
And you talk about how you keep learning as a parent. Today we've heard about mums all across the world and their different attitudes and things that they do. Is there anything you've heard today that you'll take away and it would actually change the way that you bring up your boys?
Of course, I always learn from other moms. I learn from the research that I stumble across. I'm restless in that sense. I'm always trying to find answers to my questions because it's not easy. And that's why we also launching this app, because I feel like And it's great that you're a parenting website too, because it's so important. I think women out there need support, and so the more support they get, the better for the children or children and their future.